Ijeon.
The tale is real, Mamfalai. To keep this wealth and to extend your lifespan, to enjoy these riches, you would have to go through the test. Shaman Mupariza was blunt in his response. Mamfalai had to complain to Shaman Mupariza over the cock's sudden halt in pecking the grains of corn when the ritual was being performed. Sangoma, why did the cock stop pecking at the grains? What does it mean? Mamfalai, looking a little worried, asked. Mtwanawam, it is very clear. The cock has decided your fate. Whatever number of times it pecked at the grains is how long you'd enjoy your wealth should we carry on with the rituals. Mamfalai wasn't pleased with the outcome. The cock had only pecked at the grains 5 times before stopping. He had even tried to cajole the cock to eat more. Sangoma, please help me. There has to be a better way. I don't want to remain poor and definitely don't want to enjoy my wealth for only 5 years. Please help me. Mamfalai was almost in tears as he spoke. Life had been very difficult for Mamfalai. As a young man, he had never been able to afford his basic needs. And despite how hard he worked, he kept getting no commensurate outcome to his efforts. Some say it was his amatongo stopping him from being successful, because he or his parent refused to pay obeisance to them, and until they met their demands, he would never be successful. Mamfalai lost his parent as a child, leaving him to cater for himself alone. His extended relatives wanted nothing to do with him. They had disowned his parents when it was discovered that they had decided to adopt a foreigner's faith. Until you two come to your senses and adopt our father's ways, we will have nothing to do with you. You are cursed, and we want nothing to do with you or your generation. Mamfalai recalled the statement of his Gogo when his parents decided to pay her a visit. Ever since, it was a living hell for Mamfalai. Nothing he did prospered, and every single time, he was either in debt or dead broke. Following the suggestion of his friend, he decided to see the shaman in a local community. The shaman was known to have a gift for communicating with the spirits and granting wishes for anyone. Mamfalai had explained his flights to the shaman during his first visit, and the shaman had outlined some instruction he had to follow and items to come with for the rituals. My child, the only way you can live a long life to enjoy any wealth you would have after this ritual is to visit the spirits, the shaman had said when Mamfalai pleaded for an extension of his longevity. Anything in Sangoma, anything I would do to live a long life. Please help me. Mamfalai was desperate and willing to do anything to get out of poverty. Very well, my child. This is a different level of rituals we will be performing, and as such, you'd need to observe some instructions. And please follow them judiciously, my child. Mamfalai listened as the Nsangoma voiced out the instructions. He was expected not to come out of the house for 3 days and go without food for those 3 days, only eating as soon as the first cock crowed in the morning. These instructions were followed and carried out carefully by Mamfalai. He had suffered long enough and was ready to do anything that would require him escaping poverty and living a life of opulence. On the 3rd day, Mamfalai returned to the shrine, looking all pale yet optimistic. Shaman Movorisa took a long time making incantations and performing very frightening rituals, some of which had Mamfalai tremble. At last, he dropped his talisman and then clapped his hands together. Let's go outside, the shaman said as Mamfalai followed behind him. The moment they got out of the shrine, everything changed. The environment was not anything Mamfalai recognized. The only thing he saw were tall trees and shrubs all around them. Nsangoma, where are we? What is this place? Mamfalai asked, terrified. My child, this is the border between the land of the living and the dead. Soon one of these three would lead you into the entrance. Remember, your success and ability to bring back the Intonga will determine the longevity of your wealth enjoyment. Then a low rumbling sound was heard, and the ground before them started to shake. Soon the baobab tree, a few distance before them, gave out a very bright light, showing a desert land inside the light. Go, my son, let our ancestors guide you. The shaman wrapped a bead on Mempelai's neck and then prodded him with his stick towards the light. Everything felt strange the moment Mempelai got into the portal. The whole place was a vast dry desert land without anyone on sight. What do you want with us, human? An angry voice from nowhere sounded. Mempelai looked around fearfully, trying to find the source of the sound, and as he tried walking, he realized that his legs were stuck. What do you want with us, human, before we swallow you up? The voice rang out again, and this time, it sounded like an echo. As the voice spoke, Mempelai noticed that his legs vibrated. It then dawned on him that the sand beneath his feet were the ones speaking. I greet your ancestors. I am but a voyager, and seek your blessing to cross to the land of the spirits. Mempelai responded. Raucous laughter echoed across the desert plain before the sand responded. No feet tread without parts in our test, and should it fail, we'll lay them to rest. Mempelai wondered what the sand meant by the saying, and though he tried to speak, the voice interrupted him with a riddle. You must give an answer, human, if you wish to cross over to the land of the spirit, and we must warn you. Your inability to answer will keep you stuck with us till eternity. Now Mempelai was scared. The thought of being stuck in these desert plains with the voices sent shivers down his spines. This wasn't what he bargained for. I see you. I see you. I see you. I see you. But you don't see me. The spirit said abruptly and then paused. Mempelai didn't understand what he was to do. No one answered to the riddle. Great ones, please spare me. I am but your child. Who? He had barely finished making his statement when the sand on his feet clung closely by his side and then began to pull him downwards. I see you. I see you. I see you. I see you. But you don't see me. The voices rang out again, this time very angry. Mempelai cried out in pain. Please, my ancestors, don't do this to me. I may not have the answer, but I am willing to do anything you want me to. The voices turned deaf ears to his plea and kept dragging him down, his feet sinking beneath the sand. He who must enter the land of the spirits must be ready for what comes, the voice said before repeating the riddle. Mempelai cried and cried, begging and begging, but the spirits didn't make any efforts to release their grip on his feet. And slowly, he began to sink into the sand. May the spirit guide you. Mempelai recalled the words of the Nsangoma and the beads he placed on his neck. Quickly, he took off the beads from his neck and immediately laid it on the sand. For a while, he wasn't sinking anymore. He who brings sacrifice to the spirits will be spared, the voice said after they had stopped dragging Mempelai. The bead slowly vanished into the sand. Mempelai scoffed, wondering what just happened and how a bead that to him seems insignificant could save him from being sunken into the sand. Now you may proceed to the spirit world, the voice said finally, and everything was back to the way it was when Mempelai got in. A rumbling sound was heard from afar, and distance away, Mempelai could see the sandstorms headed towards his direction. No! Please, my ancestors, do something. Please help me. I don't want to be carried away. Come back. Tell me what to do. Mempelai shrieked hysterically. No one answered him, and the sandstorm kept approaching. And living Mampalai running helter-skelter, looking for a way to escape. Please don't take me. Please spare me. I'll go back. Let me go back. Sangoma! Sangoma! Mampalai screamed, but it was too late, and soon the sandstorm engulfed him, carrying him wherever the wind went. I'm sure you enjoyed this story. Well, it doesn't end here. To know what happened to Mampalai afterwards, please like our channel, click the subscribe button, and turn on the notification bell so you can get more African folk tales and stories to whet your appetite. Don't forget to drop a comment and your thoughts about the story in the comment section. See you in our next story.